It's a hot, humid Sunday in Chicago. But it's beautiful, actually. Not gonna complain. All right, let me see. We got chat starting. There, everybody's coming. All right, Chris, Kimberly, Brian. What's up, Brian? I got to tilt my head back because, oh my gosh, here they come. The gang is here. It is a nice day. It's a little bit hot and humid. It's 80% humidity in Chicago, but you know, it's fine. You know, it's cool, no wind. So yeah, let's go for a walk, says Dennis. We're definitely gonna do it. I think you guys are gonna love this place. Any guesses so far? First guess gets a T-shirt. FOTF, what's our thing? FOTF. What do we gotta call it something. Face Up Forgotten. Anyway, Simon, Cynthia, what's going on? Live from, Lisa's from Seattle, way to go, very cool. Now we got over 100 people. I'm gonna get this walk going here. I'm actually sitting on the ground. I'm sitting on the ground at this crypt. So that'll start to give you somebody a hint. Can anybody know Arcacia? No, that's tonight. Arcacia Cemetery's tonight in the premiere. We're gonna go through that mausoleum. Tony from Pennsylvania, what's going on? Hidden Harvest, go, I missed it. Support your troops, so Ricky's here. So now I know we're safe. Ricky's here, Ricky, and hopefully Paul will join us. Any guesses, any more guesses? Arkansas City, Kansas. Now that's a city, Arkansas City, is that a big city? How about Kansas City, Arkansas? Hey, from Denver, Hillside. No, we're not in Hillside, Illinois. I'm not gonna tell you, I'm just saying we're like a big hint in the Chicago area, but I'm not gonna say where. You have to guess the cemetery. All right, you guys about ready to get this show going? And then it'll probably give you a feel for what the cemetery is. Check it out. Wouldn't it be cool if we could get in there? Have a look. Freaky. No, unlike Forest Home, this does not have the little window we can turn. Let's see here. All right, I'm gonna flip this around so you guys can see where we're at. Ready? Okay. Oh, Dennis Paulson. Be careful, you're on the right track. No, it's not Bohemian. I have a feeling you guys are going to guess this like right away. Not Resurrection, not Montrose. I'm sorry, nope. Mount St. Mary, nope. Come on, guys. What do you think? Mount Olivet, no. Good guesses. Am I in Boone County? Maybe. No, I'm not in Boone County. Laura. Mount Carmel, no. Wonders, Mount Carmel. You're getting warm, guys. Getting warm. I'll tell you this, here's another hint. I have not, St. Boniface, I've never been here before. This is my first time here. St. Joseph, Waldheim, Oakwood, no. None of those. Resurrection, oh my God, they're going by fast. Holy Cross, so far I have not seen it. I have not seen the correct guess. Rose Hill, no. Holy Cross, no. Ascension, no. You guys are gonna get it. I have this feeling you guys are gonna get it like any second now. Now remember, the tape doesn't lie. St. Casimir, bam. Whoever just sent that, it went by just above Jill. Jill guessed Ascension. The one above that wins the T-shirt. It is the Casimir. All right, guys, guessing over. We're at St. Casimir. And you know what's cool about this place? No, it's St. Casimir, yeah. We already guessed it. Somebody already guessed it. I will check the tape. Now, whoever guessed it first, because it went by so fast, you are going to have to send me an email to claim your t-shirt at facesforgottentoday@gmail.com. And it is St. Casimir for you guys. Susan ZZ says, oh man, she had it. It was Kimberly Harris. Thanks, Laura. Kimberly Harris, very impressive. You guys are gonna love the cemetery. I did a quick drive through before firing up, and it's like Bohemian National, guys. Check this out. We have our first post-mortem. A little child in a coffin. Look at that. Isn't that sad? That was what they did in those days. And I'm guessing, I don't know, but I'm guessing that means 9 months old, right? Good job, Kimberly. Kimberly knows her cemeteries, at least in Chicago. Who's in the cockpit? 18,000 feet? Trevor? My man, my pilot friend. I love that. You gotta text me a picture, Instagram or Gmail of you guys watching the channel in the plane, okay? And I'm gonna post that. Who's doing that? Nobody. Hey, I used to kind of do that in my de Havilland Beaver. You're probably in a jet or something though, if you're at 18,000. Check this out. Look at that. What do you guys want to talk about today? The winner from last week was Silly Me. C is in Charlie, ILLIE, comma me. Yeah, look at the photos. We are going to see lots of photos, gang. Lots of photos. Paula Johnson, hello. Jamaica, love your videos. We are here, man. We are at St. Casimir. There's a lot of deer here, guys. We might run into some, and we're definitely going to see a lot of pictures. What's up, Jack Aguilar? Hi, Ron. Kimberly Harris is very happy right now. She won the t-shirt. I might do sweatshirts again sometime, but we're going to go out of business. We can't keep giving away sweatshirts. So we're going to have to go to t-shirts for a while. I'm already behind. I'm already like, hey, check this out. This is where all the nuns and priests are buried. As I look down. Sky 14T, you finally caught us. All right. How's the picture, guys? I don't know why, but it seems like it streams really well. And then after like 20 minutes, it starts getting behind. Okay, we know Lamont at large. Who's Lamont at large? We know he's here. You said it twice. If you say it again, you're going to get blocked. I love Lamont, okay? But we're not here to advertise Lamont. All right, so what do we got here? Oh, we got a famous priest. Hello from Tennessee. Picture's a little blurry. It might be your streaming. I've got a lot of bars, so I don't, look at this. It might come in and out. Hello from South Dakota. What's going on? Somebody gave money already and I totally missed it. And I know who you are. I can see I recognize your photograph. I'm sorry I missed it. I was probably looking away from the screen. Not blurry here? Okay, good. Park Forest, Denise, what's going on? It's a nice area. There are a lot of nuns here. Hello from Texas. Polish cemetery, yeah. It was guessed at St. Casimir. So a little history on St. Casimir. This was Lithuanian cemetery back in the early 1900s, almost all Lithuanian. And they had a controversy here, well, especially in the back in those days, the early 1900s here at St. Casimir. It was run by the archdiocese, and the local priest, I forget his name, was embezzling and stealing money. So a lot of the Lithuanian community, they went to start their own cemetery. I think it's south of here. Jack Aguilar, thank you so much, Simon, for letting us know. And what had the controversy is Cardinal Cody. I grew up in Chicago, and I was in like 10 years old in the 60s, early 70s. Cardinal Cody was the cardinal, and he basically renamed this place Southwest Cemetery, and it just caused a lot of controversy. Yes, you know what? Like I said, this is my first time here, and this is like Mount Carmel. Look at all these pictures, guys. It's crazy. Yes, small fortune. Let's talk about that for tombstones. So I just bought another tombstone at Bohemian National for a little guy that was killed in the Eastland disaster. He was the last victim found. And his nickname was Little Fella. Little Feller, F-E-L-L-E-R. I don't know how, I can't really get around to look at these. I don't want to step in between these. And Little Feller, Cardinal Cody. So we bought him, all of us, you guys. And I got a discount. All in, it was $1,300, but I paid $1,000. And why is it so expensive? Well, it's Chicago, in the city limits. And number two, we got him one of these porcelain pictures, okay? So if you want to go Google him, you just Google Little Feller, Eastland disaster, and you will see the little boy. He's 7 years old. Willie is his name, Willem, in Czech. I think he's Czech or Polish, and it's all going. We got him a beautiful stone, and I will show you exactly where his coffin is in the family plot. I have the diagram of where everyone's buried. He lost a sister and his mom and dad in the disaster. And then, by the way, I'm incorporating that into an episode that I am putting a lot of time in here on the Eastland disaster. I'm going into the deep dive. It's going to be a long one. We're going to do time lapse. Did you guys like that, where I go back in time? And I'm going to do that. That last one of Rado, I was pleased with, but it wasn't as good as I wanted. It was like, I'm getting better and better. So I'm going to do it. Oh, $20 solo traveler. What are you thinking, man? That's a lot of cash. Thank you. Yeah, you know what? Stories. I'm after stories, and I'm not doing what other people are doing, so you don't have to worry about that. I will do some, but I am after original stories and intriguing stories. Remember Celise from that podcast I did? Her and I are going to tee up. We're going to team up out west, and she's already got some great ideas, cool cemeteries that we are going to hit. And it's not going to be Hollywood forever, and it's not going to be all that stuff. Nothing wrong with that, but it's just, you know, and the people that did it, they did a great job. $10 from Larry Borgstrom. Hey, Larry we've got a picture of Larry with the merch. Thanks, Larry. Very kind of you. So we ended up spending $1,000 on that discounted. So I've already got $1,200 into Aliska's parents. So I'm just going to make up the difference. $5, Cynthia. So we're good. You know, the way I look at it is I want to pay for this stuff. I never intended for other people to pay. And by you guys chipping in, I feel like if I'm paying half or 2/3 and you guys are just chipping in, I'm not looking for a bunch of money here from you guys. But I feel like if you're participating, it's really cool, right? Springfield, Illinois. I got to get down there. Oak Ridge, I think, is where Lincoln's buried. I want to see his holding crypt. I've already seen in the main crypt, but yeah. So what's going on, guys? We are all gang members. This is the gang for sure, man. Such a great group. $5 from Helen. Very nice. Thank you. Here's some beautiful pictures here. It is St. Casimir. It's been guessed. I think it was guessed within 5 minutes. Good job. You know, we're gonna we might have like, I love this where you guys win stuff for being guests at making great guesses. We gotta keep that going. Man, it's so cool. We got a bunch of people here. So cool to have you guys with. What do you want to talk about? I did do some more research on the gravestone cleaning, I'll tell you real quick. And the lichens, you know, the lichens are, it's like, I was saying 6.5 dozen. They do leach into the stone. They're not great to be on there. But when you start scraping them off, you do more damage. So you got to just go really soft. They were talking about using $20 from Melody. Holy cow, thank you. Hey, Lisa, what's going on? From Ohio and Bel Air, Ohio. She's got a Civil War story all over it. Man, I'm getting some great suggestions from you guys. Now look, all the tombstones are turned the other way. So now we're gonna have to walk backwards. You guys wanna see me fall over? I know. We got some storm clouds out here. Look at that. Wonder if I'm gonna get hammered. Farther I would get away from the car. So they were talking about using soft wood to scrape. Don't use a scraper. You know what? I'm gonna put a link in here. I found a professional group that does this and they had some great recommendations. So we're learning more and more about this. Bonner Cemetery has some pretty graves. That sounds awesome. Spray substance called D2. And you can't use these scrapers. You've got to use a soft wood, maybe like a popsicle stick, or a very soft brush. That's what I'm learning. I'm doing more and more research on this stuff. And you cannot just go to town like that one video or that TikTok. I mean, everyone's well-intentioned, but Puerto Rico, okay, I'm gonna take you up on that, Cynthia. I have been to Puerto Rico for a year. I was there a lot, of course, way before I was doing this. And what do they call that? The downtown, the fort, the whole thing. That is unbelievable with the guard towers on the ocean. You guys, Puerto Rico is amazing. San Juan. Now look at this, you guys. Yeah, the theater fire. You're talking about the Iroquois. Yeah, we talked about that a couple of videos. Check this out, you guys. Yeah, Old San Juan, right on. Yeah, Old San Juan. I spent a lot of time there, man. There's some good places to eat. It's so cool. It's like back to the 1600s? How far, Old San Juan, how far back? And you know what I want to do? Because I'm really into extraterrestrial. Like, I'm not a maniac, but they have Arecibo. Have you heard of Arecibo, the big dish? And SETI, have you heard of SETI, S-E-T-I, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence? They rented out Arecibo for a while. It's the biggest satellite dish on the planet. You know there's life out there. The problem is the vastness of the universe. We cannot, we're like a needle in a haystack on steroids. Arecibo, correct, Cynthia. So look at this. Now what is the deal here, guys? I'm sorry, but this is creepy. You know, when you put that to the skull together, maybe there's a symbol for, yeah, makeup brush, right on, just go soft. Let's see who the occupant here, $4.99, Jilly P. Rose, very cool, thank you. Now the picture's here like horizontally, which is actually a good idea. It won't get hit by the rocks from the lawnmowers. But yeah, look at that skull, huh? Is that wild or what? Eastern Pennsylvania, yeah, so out east, I'm definitely going to be doing something out east. I told you I want to see Dorothy Kilgallen's grave. Definitely, and there's got to be some great history out there. Yeah, toothbrushes are too hard. Well, maybe if you go with the super soft one, what they say is you make sure the surface is wet. If you're going with the D2, make sure the surface is really wet and go easy and start from the bottom. Start from the bottom, and you have to have potable water going all the time. And then, you know, so you don't work from the top down, you work from the bottom up so that you don't cause staining. All right. These pictures are so clear. They're so clear, it's unbelievable. Let's see what we got over here. Anyway, you know what? I did look, $5. Thank you, Denny, Derry. Dorothy Kylene. I think you're talking about Dorothy Kilgallen. Yeah, definitely on my list. $20 from Lori. What's going on? Boy, I'm telling you, these storm clouds, I hope they don't keep coming. Grizzly Adams is buried in Massachusetts. Is it Massachusetts, MA, or is that Montana? I think that's Montana. I mean, Grizzly Adams would be out west, right? Should we look over here, guys? What do you think? Which way you want to go? Yeah, bottled water. You just got to be careful, but, you know, I got to reverse my opinion on the lichens. Not completely, but I think getting the lichens off is good. But here's what people are doing that you shouldn't be doing that I read. And again, I'm going to link the article so you guys can all read it. But what people are doing, like the marble and some of these have beautiful patina. You know what patina is? It's like the weathered age and the green, and the marble has patina, and even a lot of these stones have a patina. And you just, you know, you want to make it white, Carrara marble white, you can do that. And you're just going to have to come back 3 months later and do it again. And then when you keep doing that, you're taking decades of layers off these stones. 10 bucks, thank you. It whizzed by. I was not looking at the screen. Trying to make sure I'm not tipping over. You guys, you want to see the faces or what? You like the faces? Stay with the faces. Yeah, how about Michelle Leanne Morgan? How about those folks that went out there like 2 days later, and the bunny, the flowers, man, that made me feel so good, because I'm so proud of our group. This is our group making a difference. Okay, you like the faces? You like, Teresa Taloff likes everything. Okay, well, that's a low bar for me. Yes, did you guys like that video on the E.A. Fisher when I was crawling down there? That was just an ad lib I did a few days ago. And everyone's like, get an endoscope. Well, I just spent $500 and bought a freaking professional one that has 1080. We're going in. We are going in. It's gonna have to be after Memorial Day, guys. It's gonna have to be after Memorial Day, because I'm heading out in like Tuesday or Wednesday. There are coyotes that are in there. There are coyotes that are living in E.A. Fisher. And that, you saw that piss spot? That I almost laid in it, but I didn't. That's how they mark their territory. Yes, he was an attorney that became a judge. And a very interesting story. $20 from Amy Stewart, very cool. See, this is helping for, okay, so we've got another, in addition to Little Feller at Bohemian National, we are also committing to another grave of a woman that committed suicide in Ohio. And they're working with the monument company now, so we're going to do that one. I'll bet it's cheaper than what I've been quoting. Sadly, somebody got on our channel and was accusing me like I'm ripping people off. It's like, call Bohemian National if you don't believe me. That's, you know, we're in the city limits. You can't go buying them on Amazon. You got to work with the cemetery. Not all cemeteries, but these cemeteries, you got to work with them, man. And that's what they charge. So we're gonna do it. Amelia Zorana Mausoleum section. I don't know where that is. I can come back here. I'm in this section wherever I'm at. And Oh, there was one thing I saw on the road, and here it is. You guys got to see this. And I could not find it. Of the turnpike crash, 2005, Indiana. Okay, I'll look into that. Yeah, you can buy everything on Amazon for sure. So this giant stone, see this stone coming up here? This big massive deal? Wait till you see what's on the other side of that. And it looks just like the picture of the young man. I could not find it on Find a Grave, so I need you guys to try and help find out who this was. He is, and if you want, make up a Find a Grave for him, because unless I missed it, but I spent like 10 minutes here trying to figure out. Look at that. Is that amazing? And I can't really describe to you how, you know what, I'm gonna try something here right by the road. I got a tripod on this thing. Let me see if this is gonna work. I really want you guys to see how big this is. All right. That is big. That is really big. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you his face. Here's the name. Okay, that's the name. Get rid of those trolls. There's just people that are losers in life, and they want to spread their misery. Now, take a look at his face, right? Isn't that amazing? All carved out of, I believe this is granite. Now, I'm going to show you his face. Oh, somebody just donated 10 bucks. Wait, who is that? 40 ounce, thank you. Does that not look like him? What do you think? Huh? All right, here's the name. Antonis. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the last name. So if you guys, someone wanna just hit pause when this replays and see if you can figure out who he is. It's a little baby girl here. You know what I found? Every 200 comments, we get a troll. And they're just, it's the percentage of our population that are losers and mischief makers. Just like the same kind of people that would come and vandalize graves and rob from the dead. That's, we just got to block them out. And do not, guys, if you get a troll like commenting, do not respond, because all they're looking for is reaction. They want a reaction. So don't worry, we block them right away. We just ignore them. We just ignore them. So isn't this sad little girl here? So here's the inscription. That's why we got Ricky and Paul watching our back here. Zero tolerance. Thank you. Thank you, guys. What a beautiful little girl. Look at that. Isn't that sad? So many kids died. So it's 1927. That's just after the Spanish flu, but I'm sure it was still around. Do you know what's interesting about the Spanish flu? I did some research on it, and the Spanish flu attacked the young people. And it's a very interesting reason why. Where COVID hit the old people harder, the Spanish flu hit the younger people, and the worst were the 20 to 30-year-olds. They got it the worst. And on the guys that were in training camp and all of that. Well, the reason that the older people did better with it and the younger people were just getting wiped out in masses in 1918 and 1919 and so forth, was because their parents or the older people there were some flu epidemics similar that came in waves, not as big, decades before, or a decade before, maybe two. I don't know the exact dates, but they survived because their immune systems were built up. And when the Spanish flu came, which by the way came from birds and also came from East Coast ship, but a lot of it came from birds. The first case, I think, was reported in Kansas. That's what I learned. But anyway, yeah, consumption was pretty bad. Boy, all of those diseases, now today you have antibiotics, and it's no guarantee, but oh, look at this. Something's going on here, guys. We gotta, okay. So we have two sisters, it looks like. 1907, let's get the dates down first, to 1928, 1912 to 1929. So the two sisters, daughters, died within a year of each other. I wonder if we can figure out what happened. Hi from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Thank you for what you do. Well, I thank you for joining us. I'm just doing my passion. And it's so cool that so many people are into it. Well, it's starting to sprinkle, guys. Hope I don't have to cut this short. It is coming closer. Oh, there's a seagull up there. What the heck is a seagull doing here? There's another one. Scurvy. Well, if you're on the ships, yeah, Franklin expedition. Look at, don't you love the hairstyles? Look at that. $10. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that donation. I'm sorry if I'm missing some of you. I'm trying to multitask here. Let's see what else. I mean, this just goes on forever. Which way should I go? Hey, Cindy, my son's graduation was amazing. I put it on my other channel. I did a video for the boys and the girls. They got a group, you know, college group of friends. And at Kansas, they all go through this tunnel, through this tower of World War II monument, and it's like a rite of passage at graduation. You can't go through there before you graduate, otherwise you are jinxed not to graduate. Look at this. Look at this, little Paul, 1924, 4 years old. Whoops, hold on. We got a little malfunction with the gimbal here. There we go. Let's see. Oh, look at this. Look at this little guy. Wow. Little Paul. Rest in peace. That's right, Ricky. God bless everybody who donates. You donate $1, and that's huge. You don't have to donate a lot, and I do appreciate more, but then you're part of it. You could donate 50 cents or 10 cents, doesn't matter. And you're part of it. Look at this family. A lot of people died young, man. This is a cool cemetery. I have got to come back here. Got to come back here. Look at this guy. Look at that tie. Let's see, 1928, guys. 1928. And you see the parents here. They lost their son. They lost their son. Oh, it breaks my heart. Pearl May, $5. Sonny Witt, $10. Very cool. That's all gonna go to the tombstone we're buying for the Ohio mother. Deidre, thank you. Deidre Barkley's in for $5. Very cool. Yeah, this is mostly Lithuanian. We're at St. Casimir. Look at that picture. Look how clear. Guys, these pictures are like 100 years old, and I'm proud to say that we bought a picture like this for little feller, little Willie Willem. Novotny is the name. I forgot to mention. I just remembered. Last name's Novotny at Bohemian National, and you can find him. But what nobody knows that I researched from the cemetery office, we dug up the old file, is the other sister that was killed. So here we have, I think, a daughter, $5, Archduke Cindy, $10, thank you. Now, I'm sure, okay, so here's a lesson, guys. Do not ever use this liquid nails or that kind of stuff. They will damage, especially in the winter, and it freezes and it cracks and it'll destroy these. You have to use a flexible putty, and there's something I'll research that I have, but again, professionals, you shouldn't be doing this. Report it to the cemetery, and I'm going to here, and I don't even want to touch this. And by the way, overall, my opinion is, in all these really old tombstones, we're more in a newer section. Well, newer by comparison to, 1800s. You just don't touch the tombstones, especially the stone rubbers. Don't do it. Got nothing against them, but if it's for history or posterity, do it once, museum or something. Great. But if everybody starts doing it, $5 from silly me. She's given back from that sweatshirt she won last week. Who is that? 1920 to 97. I don't know. It's hard to say who that is here. Oh, I just missed one for $5. I'm sorry. Somebody told me who that was. Who was that just gave $5? Yeah, I agree with you. If it's done by someone where it's going to be saved for posterity and not for entertainment, do the rubbing for history, but not everybody doing it just for entertainment. That's all I object to. Yeah, stone becomes very brittle. Some more recent. Yeah, I'll show you more dates. I'll slow it down. And again, you can go back. This will be posted, and then you can go back and hit pause and then look, because we want to get as much as we can in here. Susan, $5, thank you. Susan, Ireland. Are you from Ireland? Where are you from? You got to tell us where you're from. Here we got a serviceman. And I don't have a stabilizer, so I'm trying to, I got a little bit of the shaky hands, so. Pirate that donated, thank you. I do review the video typically next day. I go through the whole chat, and I hope I can keep, this is going to sound counterproductive. I mean, in a way I want this channel to grow, but I really like it the way it is, and I really don't really want a lot more subscribers, because what's happening is I want to engage with all you guys, and there's a certain point where if it keeps growing, that I'm going to be, I can't do the video shoots, because I sit all day. Literally every morning I get up and I do about 2 hours of comments from the day before. I try to keep up with them, but it's getting crazy, guys. But I love engaging with the gang. Look at this. Okay, let's look at the inscriptions first. But yeah, I'm not after subscribers. You'll notice I never ask for subscribers. I'm very content. If this channel were to stay this size, I'm very content, but sadly or unsadly, it's growing. We're at 11,000 subscribers a month right now. Growing. $9.99, Nora, thank you. So I'm not a subscriber hound by any means. I never intended to do this. Like all of this, and I had, I'm just kind of figuring it all out as we go. Look at this picture. Are you kidding me? Yeah, no acid. Melody Trotter, right on. I love it. You guys search, you guys research. Many of you know more than I do. I want to learn, and I want to spread the word, because a lot of these tombstones, now these granite ones, they're going to be here for about 1,000 years. And the limestone ones, in the next century will be gone. They'll just be lumps. So they gotta put plexiglass over it or something. Did we look at this one yet? Here's another little girl. It looks like, oh, I can't see. They don't see how old she was. How's the picture? Is it still clear or is the streaming starting to fuzz out? Yes, Lorna, this is my mission. I think it's turned out to be my life mission. Do you know I do this full time now? It's 24/7. This is all I do. I do have companies that I still own. I've got great people that run them. I coach, but this is my future. And we are gonna, I'm gonna go to England, and we're gonna look at Highgate, okay? But guess what? We're gonna go out in the country. We're gonna find stuff nobody's doing. Same with Ireland, maybe Australia, Queensland, or Brisbane. I want to get up to Darwin, but I don't want to get eaten by a crocodile. All right, good. Picture's good. All right, the rain seems to be holding off. Where should I go? Let's go this way. You got to go backwards again. Oh, look at this picture, guys. Guys, I can't tell you how much I can walk these cemeteries all day. I told you when I got into this when I was 8 years old, and I would just do what we're doing now, and I'd say, like this man, I'd say, Joseph, what was your story? Like, tell me your life story. And it's lost to history. It's completely lost to history. And I hope we get more families. We can do some more family stories, because guess what? YouTube is going to be around who knows how long, certainly after I'm dead. And it's kind of like, this will be our legacy, right? There's another young guy. I can't keep track. Did we do this one already? I don't think we did this one. It's funny how I can remember, and you too, you remember a face. All the faces are different. Father Joseph, 1890 to 1928, 38 years old. 38. Only 38 years. That's not long. Look at that tie. White tie. Yes, thanks. My videos are getting better and better. I'm trying to evolve and invent new things like the time lapse, and I introduced the drone a while back and getting better at that. I like special effects, but not glitzy stuff. I like doing kind of classy cinematic. I love cinematic. That's where we're going with this channel. I'm trying to make it more and more cinematic, if you like that. And keep it very respectful and not into the gore. I'm going to do some stories that affect me when I hear about them. Like there was a girl in Missouri that was tied to a tree and left to die, and she died after she was assaulted. And when I hear a story like that, and the guy is in prison and he's not executed, I feel like I need to tell that story because it just makes me so freaking mad. Don't get me going. But on our judicial system, but that I'm not into the gore, and I'm not out for views and subscribers. I like our gang. If we could just keep it like this, I'd be fine with it. Look at this now look at this. Someone came back here. Isn't this nice? Talk about care, perpetual care. Yeah, you guys, okay, when I go to England, we are gonna have a meetup. Here's another idea. I'm happy to do a meetup, but there's no cemetery conventions. I would love to meet a lot of you guys, but when I do my missions, and a lot of you guys are like, oh, I wanna come along. This is like a solo thing. I'm like in my own world. It's nothing personal against anybody, but I would like to do a meetup. $20 from Throttle, thank you. I would like to do a meetup, but people do meetups, in my aviation field, they do meetups, and that's, they have airplane conventions and stuff, or fly-ins or air shows. But what do we do? There's no cemetery meetup or convention. Are there cemetery conventions? Maybe there are. I don't know. I'll go to one of those. If you guys all want to meet up. Not now with COVID, but maybe next year. Did we do this one? I can't remember. Did we do this one, guys? I don't think so. If I'm like, oh, I can't, you know what? If I come from the side, I really want you guys, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come from over here and reach over. I can't read the screen. If somebody sends money, I'm gonna miss it. I hate missing it when you guys send money. Hold on a second. Let me get this. Look at that. Those are intriguing pictures, wouldn't you say? Phyllis, hi. Ron, what's going on? Sky 14T, been watching. How about this one? Should we get in for a look? Oh, it's a little boy here. Wow. Can you start at the first cemetery meetup? Yeah, let's do it. I like that idea. How can we do this? Come on, let's do a cemetery meetup. I will fly somewhere central. God, how do we do it though? Like, it's gotta be where you guys can drive. Maybe a max of a 3-hour drive, I don't know. But now, I've seen a few of these here with I'm gonna show you what this looks like behind. Okay. See, and that's like a metal surface. Yeah, there's the little boy. And you can see his name there. Yeah, how do we do a meetup, guys? Like, wouldn't it be cool if we had a big crowd of like 200 people and we're just hanging out? No, I'm not a Facebook, Wendy, sorry. I just do not like Facebook. I've had so many bad experiences, so much, maybe it's just me, but I'm not a Facebook, I do not like Facebook. But we'll figure it out. Did we do this one already? I'm on the East Coast. Yeah, maybe that's what I do is I go east. I do an East Coast trip, looking for any excuse to get out there, and then, or maybe I do like every year, or every quarter, every 4 months, I hit like out west or Arizona, or I do meet up in like North Carolina, like Lucinda Westmoreland is saying. But yeah, maybe we just do different parts of the country here. Look at that. Look at this little one. I'm gonna try to hold this really still for you guys. These pictures are priceless. Oh, a Zoom meetup. Natalie, now 24 bucks. Holy cow, and it flashed by. It just says Jay. Definitely thank you. Can someone tell me who that was? Because there's no way. Wait, maybe I can. Joe Kidd pledged 20 bucks on Patreon. Holy cow. You guys, that's awesome. Actually, I think I can go back. Yeah, Joanne Thomas. Okay, I just learned something like really stupid that I can just, with my finger, scroll up if I miss somebody. All right, where are we going? Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Yeah, how about a Zoom? 1,000-person Zoom. Is it possible? Southern Illinois, I'm a Saluki, you know, I went to SIU, but when I went to college, it was not into the cemeteries. I didn't do any of that. I wish I would have. High hopes, 10 bucks, thank you. The Atlanta Zoo, what's that? Meet at the Atlanta Zoo? Oh, I am doing Atlanta. You know, really, I should say I'm doing Georgia. I don't know that I'm gonna be hanging out in Atlanta that much, but Milledgeville is one place I really want to go for Civil War history. Yeah, Natalie, I hear you. Believe me, you're gonna get credit for the Zoom. Let's try it, guys. What do you think? I'll just send out a notice. We're all gonna Zoom. Like, how do I think I do have a Zoom account, and what we could do is, yeah, we'll be the first. And then as you come, I can just hit approve. I'm gonna have to probably get some help from somebody. Not that I don't know how to do it, but to manage it so I can interact. Man, Natalie's like got the home run idea. We gotta try it. I don't know if it's gonna work. Gettysburg, yeah. Gettysburg. Look at that working man. Huh? Well, what's that? 42 years old? Not too old. It's a bride and a child. Yeah, did you see, Rick, my video on the Bad River tribe cemetery? They get really mad. They got really, well, not them. That created some major trollage when I did that. You know, there's still a lot of resentment, but yeah, I'm really into Native American stuff. Definitely. Arthur's Civil War service record. Let's see, let me look around here. Let's go this way. North Carolina meetup, right on. I want to try that Zoom thing. I'm gonna check into that for sure. Could we, like, you know what? We could blow the circuits on Zoom. We could, let me come around from this side here. We could, like, what if we had the largest Zoom that ever happened? But then how could I see you guys? There'd be a bunch of squares. I don't know if it would work. Because the squares, you know, once you get beyond like 32 squares, but I don't know. It could be like a 15-minute rugby match where we all scrum. All right, we've got to walk backwards again. Let's see what's over here. I don't know. I've never been here. But I'll tell you, tell me if the image starts getting blurry, all right? We're gonna break the internet is right, Melody. Look at this picture. What a beautiful woman. Canton, Illinois. Yeah, isn't that a beautiful cross here? Thanks, I'm glad you love my channel. I never intended any of this to happen. It's so fun. And I'm a real shy kind of guy. I'm not like real social, but this has really got me out of my shell. Because you guys are so nice. We got some just great people. Look at that. You guys see the inscriptions there? Let's see, I gotta start looking around here. Oh, look at that. Here's a bridal picture. That looks stunning. Hey, Martha, I think you're awesome also. Martha Felix, very cool. Let's take a look at the inscription first. We're gonna look at both pictures. Yeah, UK, man. And then $3 just whizzed by. Oh wait, I can look, hold on. That was $3 from Sandy Rodriguez, thank you. I'm such a live pro now. So let's look at mom first, Anna Smith, 1873 to 1955. Look at the hat. Aren't these beautiful pictures? And then this is, I'm not gonna try to pronounce her name. I'll try and hold it real still for you here. Look at that. And how old was she? I think that means she was 24 years old. Wow, 1930 passed. Wonder what happened. Ancestry, what happened to her? I would love to know. Many times it was disease, right? Well, we've got some more to look at. Still clear? Okay, I'm so glad. I hate when it gets fuzzy. I got iPhone 10 and I'm not upgrading. This thing does pretty good. What do we got over here? Young man. Paranormal investigations, right on. I would just like to see someone like get the real thing. Like, I think a lot of it's a charade. Not you, I'm just saying these paranormal channels, I think they're trying to create something that's not there. I know it's there, but how do you get it? If I were, okay, let me tell you something. if any paranormal folks channels are watching, from what I know of science, I will show you what I would do. Maybe I'll do it someday, but it's not a paranormal channel. But what I would do, I would get a electromagnetic type of sensor, not thermal. I'm an expert in thermal. Did that on all my expeditions. And that's heat and cold. That's temperature differential. And I think that spiritual energy is electromagnetic. As you must agree, our body is run on electromagnetic power, the brain, stimulus, muscles moving. And I believe that the soul from our brain, that energy leaves the body when we die. But not to get into it, look at this. Okay, so we've got the name, he died in 1930. There's this unbelievable picture here. Let me see if I don't want to pick it up. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know, I get excited when I see these pictures. I feel like I'm in a time machine. I feel like I'm in a time machine going back. I'll tell you. Now, I am not an Eastern European expert, but I'm guessing these are Lithuanian. Most of these are Lithuanian people. There's another one over here. Aren't these graves amazing? This cemetery is massive. I'm guessing it's close to 200 acres. You know what I noticed? I spent an hour here before, oh, here's another one, died young. And I really looked around, and you can see this part of the cemetery here, guys. Check this out, right? We just walked a lot of that. There is nobody here. And that flower you see is probably one of 5 flowers in this whole area. These people are all forgotten, and it's you can't blame. I mean, families 5 generations later, they're not coming. But if you go to the other side of the cemetery, which I believe is the west side, you will see families right now with everything but the grill, the barbecue grill. They've got the family, they've got tables, they've got lawn chairs, and they are with their loved ones all day. And out of respect, I'm not gonna go video or hang out there. I'm real sensitive about that, but I will tell you that is what's going on. Here's some flowers. Yeah, it's overwhelming. There's so many pictures, walking backwards now, of all these people had lives, guys. It's unbelievable. Let's see what's across the street here. And it goes forever. Look at this. I was going to ask how you've walked, Ron. Yeah, my knee is probably 90%. I'm running. Walking great. It's just the only thing is it's a little stiff. Doctor said it takes 2 full years for full healing. By the way, yesterday, I was in McHenry. I did the creator of Dick Tracy. And I met an old timer out there he said he had his whole body replaced, all joints, knees and arms and shoulders and hips and whatever. And we were joking about it, but he knew Chester Gould. Chester Gould is the guy who created Dick Tracy. So we've got some stories on Chester from the man that knew him. I see a military man up here. Stanley died 1910 to 19. He was only 48. Only 48. Thank you for your service, sir. Now that's World War II, folks. That looks like an Army World War II. What do you think? Let's go over here. Did we bust out a troll, Cynthia? Good, get rid of them. We got no time for those people. Yeah, that could be Korean War, but I think yeah, that's true. He might have been killed in the Korean War, because that date, was that 1950? I can't remember, but you're right. There's a young woman. So we have Mother Anna, 1894 to 1934. And I'm guessing that's her on the left. Well, it could be Mother Ursula, but she looks really young in this picture. Look at that. Well, here's my feeling, Ricky, and guys on trolls. When I say zero tolerance, I mean if somebody's doing it on purpose. Like they're just messing with us, trying to get reactions. When people get emotional and they're talking about a loved one, or they might even swear, I don't care about that. I'm cool with that. As long as it's genuine and it's real and it's not, they're not here to mess with, just, there's people that are just, but anyway. Yeah, beautiful bride. Look at these. There's 3 women. 4, a man and 3 women who died, looks like pretty young. I see 28 on the top. I see a 58. I see a 27, 31, 58. So it's hard to say. I mean, I'll just go by the pictures here. Yeah, exactly. Joking around. I don't even mind if someone just really gets a little out of line, as long as it's part of the flow and as long as it's genuine and not the BS, and not disrespecting other people. That's really crappy when people do that. So let's see here. Where am I going? Gibson girl. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, England doesn't have a lot of these type of pictures. And I've noticed here too, if it's German or if it's English or if it's, Irish and so forth, Western European, no. I don't know about Spain, but you are not going to see, I got to try and get to the side here. Now we've got a serviceman, 2 servicemen. And you're not going to see pictures. Now, when you get into Eastern European, Czech, Polish, Lithuanian, and all of that, you're going to see the pictures. And of course, Italian, huge. I think Eastern European and Italian are the $10. Frank Holt, thank you. Very cool. Very cool. Thanks, Frank. I'm going to reach way over here for Edward Wassel, who died, well, he only lived to be 30. And if he died in 67, is that Korean War, guys? I'm a World War II guy, but the Korean War, I think that's right. That's after Korean War. Oh no, maybe Vietnam. That's Vietnam. You guys tell me. I think that's Vietnam. All right, I'm going to start. We're getting into more modern stones here and not seeing as many pictures. Let's see here. Let's see here what we got. Vietnam, Stephanie says. Yeah, I was right. Okay. Well, yeah, I named them all. It's either Vietnam or I think it's Vietnam. It could be late Korean War, but I think it's Vietnam. Oh. Yeah, this was 60s, right? I mean, maybe he wasn't killed. Now here's a young girl and a young woman. Oh, they got the bells. The bells are going. Let me get on this side. 1924 to 1933, so 9 years old. 9 years old. I'm gonna come around the other side here. I'm gonna go lefty. All right, so this is Helen. That's Helen. Beautiful bells. I don't know if you can hear it. It's pretty far off. She died in 69, so 49 years old. All right, are we coming up on an hour? Somebody tell me, what are we running? This won't show me time. Oh wait, it says 65:09, that's 65 minutes, okay. We're gonna wrap up here pretty soon, guys. Look at that mustache, love it. Well, I think this is the first live where the picture stayed pretty good, huh? What do you guys tell me? Is it still clear? 59 minutes, okay. Thank you. Yeah, Vietnam, we got that confirmed. Linda Huth is late, but here are some amazing pictures. So we have Mother, 1895, 1980, so Mother, or not Mother, Motina. She lived a long time. That's a picture of her when she was younger. And then Tevis, 92 to 37, so that's a younger picture of him. And we have a recent one, Robert. He was born a year after World War II ended. The sideburns. Speaking of sideburns, there's a gangster I'm gonna do. Has that look. Probably in the next, well, Memorial Day. Oh, look at this guy. Look at that. This is 1921 to 1933, so 12 years old, this little boy. Can you imagine each one of these pictures you're looking at was a world of grief for not just the family and the mother, father, but the entire family. I know because my cousin Ricky died. We were both 5 years old when he died. He was my little buddy. And little Ricky, I'm gonna go by his grave sometime. He's at Maryhill, where Trisha Picascio was, the Hollywood Ripper video. I'm gonna take you over there sometime. I'm trying to find a picture of Ricky. I only have one, him and I together. And I can tell you that, as you know, it's just a life sentence for the parents. You lose a child. Little did these people know that this picture would, right? Isn't that something? Are we stepping back in time or what? Look at that. Look at the collar of the shirt. Look at the tie. And those coats they wore were kind of down to the thigh, above the knee. Very classy looking with those short top hats. Gosh, I can't stop. Like, I could do this all day. Interesting picture here. Felicia lived pretty old. Let's see, what do we got here? 1905 to 1937. All of these pictures are really clear. And by the way, the Rado video, guys, the Rado video. Remember that one last week? So the granddaughter, Lisa, and by the way, thank everybody for the genealogy and newspapers and census, death certificate, all that, really. Forward that all to her. She is getting the porcelain for her grandmother, who is buried there. And there is a spot on the tombstone for her, but nobody, her sons died young. So that's probably what happened, right? Look at the collar again and the tie. That was the fashion in the 20s and 30s, or the early part of the 19th century. I should say the late part. I mean, Alfonso died at 34. Alfonso. Wow. All right, couple more, and then we'll wrap it up here. Couple of more. Let's see about this row. Got another street here. Who just got here? Who was that? Nene just got here. Well, you're gonna have to watch this on time delay. Look at all these people here. All right, this is going to be our last one right here, guys. We got a husband and wife. (1891 to 1978), but her husband, who was born 4 years before her, Vicentas, died 30 years before her. Wow, that is sad. Wonder what happened in 1948, 3 years after World War II. Did she remarry? Or did she live out her life as a widow? All right, guys. It's time to say au revoir in French. It's great seeing you. Thanks for hanging out today. Starting to get a little drippy, 80% humidity. Cemetery's closing, so I will see you on the next one. We've got a good lineup this week of, gosh, what do I have? Okay, tonight we've got a very scary mausoleum, I think, nobody goes to, a sarcophagus, and I had a scary moment, so you can see that. And then this week coming up, we've got, I call it stained glass galore, which is amazing. I got the cherry mine disaster. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it. We've got some good stuff coming up. So thanks for joining me, and you're a great gang, and can't wait to see you. I'll try to do this every Sunday, okay? So everybody stay safe, take care, and we will catch you soon, all right?